AI won't replace you, but someone who knows how to use it will. That is what we're gonna be discussing in this video. Just so that you understand who I am, I'm Marco Paoletta, the owner of Letta Corporation, this YouTube channel with millions of views and thousands of subscribers, and I've been a professional game developer for the past 5+ years. Just so that you know and understand that I'm not, let's say, a new developer that does know nothing about game development without AI. I do come from the times where AI didn't exist at all. So the key thing here is that you watch a previous video that we uploaded to Letta Corporation and where there were a lot of comments that we can of course discuss about. This is the specific video I'm talking about, and well, actually there was a pretty interesting discussion in the comments and also well in other videos that we uploaded to Letta Corporation. So I believe that the key thing is that there are two different, let's say, camps in this discussion. First, okay, we have the skeptics that basically say, okay, everything is a slope, AI can't make anything, and then we have the second camp, which are the builders. Basically, it is a tool, I'm shipping things I never could before. First of all, let's talk about the skeptics, and honestly, I do think that they have a valid point. So for example, some comments of you. AI is perfect for prototypes, but when it comes to middle, bigger game architecture, there are some problems. Unmaintainable code, bad optimization, or well, other people directly like completely against anything made with AI. I don't believe any game made completely with AI can be good, it would just be trash. And for that people that say, okay, anything made with AI is gonna be trash and I won't ever play anything made by AI, I can tell you something. What if people would knew how to use AI so good that you don't even notice it? For example, this is a series, okay, that we are making, okay, creating games with AI. And when you take a look at the game itself, the assets that the game has, and all that, you can indeed see that probably there is something, let's say, not 100% polished, but does it look slop? Does it look trash? No, it doesn't. This could have perfectly been created by an artist, maybe by a beginner or a junior artist, or even like I would say it's somebody that actually knows a lot about art, because these assets are pretty cool. This is something that we're gonna be discussing more in the video. But the problem it seems that people have is that they don't wanna see or play stuff that is not, let's say, 100% polished or perfect. And that thing that is not 100% polished or perfect can be done by both AI and humans. But when a human does something that is not 100% perfect, we all understand it because it is somebody that is learning. But we don't accept that AI can make mistakes. Or another example, okay, is this video over here. This game literally was all made by Claude Fable 5. I just imported the models from the internet. And it looks awesome. Take a look at that jump scare. All that was made 100% with AI. Then another thing about this comment over here, for example, AI is able to do something because it has been trained with a lot of data from real humans. And my point here is, how do you learn yourself as a human? You consume information from the internet. You take a look at, for example, art assets made by other people. You try to replicate them on your own, improve them. Whenever, for example, when I was learning game development back in 2020, what I was doing was literally copying tutorials or following along with tutorials that taught me how to create games, and then in those games I would try to add some stuff to it. But as you can see, the process of learning both in humans and in AI is mostly the exact same thing. So I do understand the discussion between, okay, AI exists or AI is always trying to be trained with human data or with stuff that humans made, but that's just how humans learn. So it's not very different. Now let's move on to the next one. Well, with even once again, a lot of people against AI usage in general. And once again, I understand that everything is pretty uncertain, let's say, and I know that a lot of people is losing their job or there's a lot of movement in the industry. So I understand there is like that kind of rejection towards AI in general a lot of times, or that a lot of people have, but it's just like an opportunity, something that is new, something that you can take advantage of. And whether you like it or not, studios, professionals, a lot of people is actually taking a lot of advantage of AI to create better things, more things in general, like more quantity, I mean. So while the world will still do like its own thing, and it's up to you whether you want to adapt to it or not. More and more comments literally saying the exact same thing. So here's the main point. People that say AI slop or similar stuff, they are not wrong. Because AI slop is real, or slop in general is real, both in human slop and AI slop. Polish is the whole argument here. Now let's talk about the builders, people that are actually taking advantage of AI. For example, I love this comment. Some people just like to repeat what other people say without having any idea what they are talking about. I am more of an artist, so AI has helped me code, where if I was to ask another human, I'd be waiting Lord knows how long just for a response. Sorry if I didn't read it like 100% correctly. But basically, this guy is an artist. Probably this person wanted to create games with the art that this person was creating. But if you actually wanted to create a game with a human, first of all, it would have been way more expensive. As he said, he would need to wait like a lot of time to have something playable, something in which he can see his art actually being used. Of course, we cannot compare like working with a human and working with AI. It's two completely different words. But you understand the point here. An artist that can see the art, let's say, coming to life in a game because of AI. Something completely impossible a few months ago. And this is another very interesting comment. Every game and code is already using AI generated code heavily. As a coder for 16 plus years, AI is a beast, and anyone still manually written even a significant portion of their code are wasting their time and their company's funds. It's all about polish and fun. No one's gonna care about AI or not AI generated. I don't know what could have been like more clear. The main problem with AI is that it can create dozens of things. It can create dozens of games, dozens of game assets. So it can create a very high amount of stuff, but maybe all this stuff that it's creating is not super polished, and that's when the problem appears. I don't know, for example, the next GTA is currently under development, right? And don't you think that the developers are not using AI to develop it? Well, I know that maybe because of privacy or some stuff they don't want to use AI in general, but you understand the idea. If GTA or any other game, and even Stardew Valley is using AI to add new stuff to a game or whatever it is, and the final result is actually polished and good, you don't care whether it is AI made or not. You just care about the final output. You just care about what you end up playing, the final product. More discussion about it. People need to realize that AI are just tools, and if you don't know how to use them, it will be a slop. You need to learn how to use it to your advantage instead of being threatened by it. The main point of the discussion is craft versus slop. It's never been about AI or no AI. But of course, as AI can create things super fast, okay, and at a super high volume, well, it made it louder. AI won't replace you, but someone who knows how to use it will. That is the key takeaway here. This was never about replacing anybody. It's about giving people that have ideas, that they want to create stuff, the opportunity of making them a reality. As that artist that was creating art but didn't know how to create games is the exact same thing. Or maybe you yourself, you dream of creating your own 3D horror game or whatever it is. Now with AI, you can do it in literally a weekend. And if you don't believe me, take a look at this video that we uploaded a few weeks ago. Literally, I created it with Fable in just a matter of a few hours. And once again, it looks freaking awesome. So which camp are you in? Because I do think that these tools are here to help people make their ideas a reality. And even the cool thing is that you don't even know nowadays, or you don't even need to know nowadays, how to connect Claude with the game engine or anything like that. There are tools that make this process way faster in the case that you don't want to deal with any of that. So for example, you have Codewisp, and you can literally type in your prompt here. So I'm gonna just choose a random prompt. You can attach a reference image, select the quality, click next, and the AI will start creating your game. So here, if I had entered my dream idea, okay, I could see it brought to life once again in a matter of few minutes. Does this mean that with just one prompt I can then release this game on Steam and become a millionaire? No, it's not like that. But if you've ever dreamed of creating games, previously you had to take dozens of courses, create dozens of mini games, and only then after a few months or even years create your dream game. But literally with tools like Codewisp, you can start creating your dream games today. It may not be 100% perfect, it may not be 100% polished, but you have something tangible in a few minutes. So here we have a first version of the game. So you probably already played some kind of these games. Well, actually, I was thinking of I had to stack different blocks together, but no, I think it's a little different. But we have a wine system. We can drop here blocks, start stacking them. So of course here we can add game over conditions, win conditions, like whatever it is, but literally by just typing here in a chat without having to do any kind of setup. Or I don't know, I have this button here, chaos, that basically shakes everything. So Actually, with this, I can create multiple things, so you do get the idea. So I believe that the point is super clear. The key concern right now is creating quality stuff. Slop exists in both human-made stuff and AI-made stuff, but AI amplifies this because it can create a lot of things in a short period of time. AI is a tool and you need to learn how to use it properly. That is my key opinion here. Or not my key opinion, I wanted to say like my summarized opinion. So let me know yours in the comments down below. And if you wanna start using Godot right now, that makes all this process of creating stuff with AI way faster because it's just typing one text prompt and hit enter. You can try it out with the link in the description. See you in the next one and bye bye.